hustle, loyalty, NXT TakeOver, respect. That was the event tonight. What is up, guys? Chase Rhodes here, bringing you another video to my channel. Yeah, that's right, Chase Rhodes. Cody Rhodes said tonight we're all Rhodes. Well, I'm not Chase Oliver tonight. I'm Chase fucking Rhodes. So anyways, NXT TakeOver respect, live from Full Sail. Not as grand as the Barclays Center, but hey, who's to complain? Got some in-ring action to care about here. An NXT TakeOver. I've been saying this, and I'm going to keep on saying it. NXT is pretty much Ring of Honor on steroids, which means they have like the WWE's funding behind them, and that pretty much that when it comes down to NXT, the only thing that you really need to watch are these specials. Now, I'm just going to be real with you here. I find the weekly shows of NXT just super hard to sit through. I find them extremely boring. I mean, it's just the same shit every week. Sometimes you get different matches and all that other stuff. But I don't know. But the specials are good. The specials are like, hey, these are the reasons why I like the WWE. You know, for like people that hate WWE or like get disenfranchised and all that other stuff, NXT TakeOver special rolls around, and each time it's just like, hey, you know, I can take more positives from this show than negatives. I just kind of wish that the weekly show of NXT was a little bit better. Because really, to be honest here, that's the same thing with Ring of Honor. It's like Ring of Honor, it's like the weekly television, yeah, who really gives a fuck about the weekly television unless you want to just see some in-ring action? Because like the weekly television of ROH is pretty fucking bad. But the pay-per-views for Ring of Honor, their little pay-per-views, turned out to be pretty good and pretty enjoyable to watch and show you why independent wrestling is important. But same thing falls with NXT. It's just like, this is why I still watch WWE, because there's some guys that look like they're the future of the business, some guys that look like they can make an impact on the main roster and actually make you give a shit about this product again. This is what I love about these NXT TakeOver specials. They do just that for me. I just wish that they could actually get me invested in watching the weekly show, which is kind of a shame if you ask me, because to me, if you're building up to a pay-per-view or a special, you need to make sure that afterwards we want to see more of the actual product itself. That's why with WWE, when they do something at the pay-per-view, you can watch Raw the next week and hope to see something special, something grand, and all that other stuff. And maybe it's just because WWE Raw has been on much longer than NXT, and I'm more conditioned to saying like, well, Raw's the big show and all that other shit, that maybe I just find NXT is just a little bit more punier than WWE Raw. But it's just like, to me, at least WWE still does it where when they use stuff on their TV, they can find some things to actually make you keep watching week in and week out, if you get what I'm saying there. But enough of the negativity, because when it comes to negativity, you can't bring that up in an NXT review. Oh no, you will get shunned. I've been shunned many times in the past for bashing some of the stuff I've seen on past takeovers. So let's get started with the actual review. So the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament wrapped up tonight, and we had our NXT champion Finn Balor teaming up with Samoa Joe to form like the IWC Wet Dream Team 2.0 behind Cesaro and Kid. So, you know, I bet you a lot of people love that team. I was digging it because my boy Samoa Joe was there. They kicked off the show and they took on the Mechanics with generic wrestler number 1, Scott Dawson. First of all, what kind of name is Scott Dawson? That's freaking pathetic. And Dash Wilder. That's as bad as Buddy Murphy. Dash Wilder. Sounds like what an 8-year-old would name their created wrestler. Dude's probably like 30. His name's Dash Wilder or whatever. Scott Dawson, Dash Wilder. All I said about them was like, man, these guys are very generic. And that's what this match felt like, was just very generic. Just like a lot of tag team matches. And of course, the injury angle had to play in. Finn Balor got quote-unquote injured in his knee, even though a lot of Finn Balor's offense is using his legs, and he kept on using his leg just fine, but whatever. The knee injury was the story of this match. Finn Balor got quote-unquote injured in this match, and they was playing such a generic story, and I just didn't really care about this opener. It wasn't a bad match, I just didn't give a fuck. I was just like, whatever, let's move on to the next one. And then we moved on to the next one. Jason Jordan and Chad Gable taking on Baron Corbin and Rhyno. I like this matchup, a technical team in Jordan and Gable taking on a powerhouse team like Corbin and Rhyno, and I felt this match worked. I actually liked this match. I actually didn't really find this match as annoying as the Balor and Joe match, because the Balor and Joe match, it was like the mechanics, they weren't going to win this shit. Why didn't you put the Vaudevillains in this situation? They're your fucking tag team champions. They should be facing off against Balor and Joe, or at least one of these two teams. Why in the blue fuck was the Vaudevillains not in there? I've heard they got eliminated somewhere in the middle of this tournament. Like, that's how you treat your tag champions? We're pushing the mechanics over the Vaudevillains. But this matchup between Jordan and Gable and Corbin and Rhyno, really good stuff. Really nice mixture between all four men in this match. A lot of little, like, I didn't know who was going to win this match. Like, it was obvious Joe and Balor were winning theirs. But this one, I didn't really know. Even though I felt like I wanted to see Jordan and Gable win this match, I was fine with Corbin and Rhyno winning. Mainly because they wanted to have, like big-time NXT stars and a former WWE guy, a former WWE past his prime guy like Rhyno in this main event to, kind of like hype up the Dusty Rhodes Classic, have like four big names, if you will, in the final matchup instead of an up-and-rising team like Gable and Jordan. Even though I would have wished that Gable and Jordan would have won, I was fine with the result. I felt that all four guys showed up really well. Seems like Chad Gable has a following down there in NXT. They're singing the Kurt Angle theme to his name and all that other stuff. So at least, Gable and Jordan looked good in this match, and they didn't look completely bad, and it was a good win for Corbin and Rhyno. And I think Baron Corbin works well in a tag team. I think they should keep Baron Corbin in a tag team, because I feel like his wrestling style, it's so limited as of right now that it would benefit him just staying in a tag team, just so that way he can improve a little bit more in hot tag situations, because I can definitely see Baron Corbin working well as a hot tag babyface and doing all his moves and hitting the end of days out of fucking nowhere. That's tight. So good second match on the card. The third match, we saw the debut of Asuka, otherwise known as Kana. And WWE, I don't know why you're making me pronounce this name so much harder. It spells Asuka. And don't say, oh, well, in Japanese culture, Chase, that's how it's pronounced. Like, oh, really? Because I watch some Japanese anime, and it's pronounced Asuka in a lot of animes that have that character name, not Asuka. So it's just so hard to pronounce this thing. Just make it simple. But I've never really seen a lot of Kana stuff, so I was really excited for this one just to see what she can bring to the table. She was taking on Dana Brooks and Emma, who are doing, like, beautiful people type of thing. What the fuck? Why is it that we have to have these wannabe bad girls? And why do the bad girls have to be blondes? That's just my question. Just wondering. But I gotta say, man, I'm really digging Asuka. I am. I didn't really think that I would be digging her. I really am surprised, though, how well she played with the crowd. And I just like the charisma that she brings in the ring. She has this type of charisma to her that's just fun to watch. Her smile, I'm going to say it right now, that's a beautiful fucking smile. I like Sasha Banks, girl number one, for sure. But Asuka and that smile, it's beautiful. I love her smile. Her smile, I don't know, something about that smile. It's just like, man, it makes me want to smile. It makes me dig her matches. It just shows really good charisma from her. She did a good job in this match, and I gotta give props to Dana Brooks in this one. I don't think Dana Brooks is that good in the ring, but for the abuse that she was taking in this match, I gotta give her props on that one, man. She took some really hard shots, and she actually threw some hard shots herself to Asuka. I thought that these two women did the best with what they could do with the time that they were given. It was a nice, short, well-featured match for Asuka. That's all I gotta really say, and I truly believe Asuka, if she can keep doing what she's doing and we can see her more in a bigger time role in the future, I bet you she's going to do some good stuff with it. Let's just hope WWE Creative doesn't fuck her up when she makes her way to the main roster. That's the only fear that I have for Asuka. Like, she has talent. Like, this match showed right here the talent that she could bring and this difference. And that's what I liked. Her style is so much different than all the other divas. Like, she throws better leg kicks than half of the stupid men that I see on the indies throwing their damn leg kicks. Like Her leg kicks look freaking flawless. They look freaking nice. She throws them like beautiful, like a nice snap and everything. She does a good job. You know, she has a different style. She is actually different than most divas that we have in the WWE. So it's like, to me, I hope that they find a way to utilize her well, because not only is this a good thing for the WWE, just giving a fresh new face and a different style woman in the women's division, but they actually have someone that is oriental and can actually have impact overseas for them, because let's face it, a lot of the divas, minus Paige, who seems to get herself into trouble, and Becky Lynch, who is just Paige 2.0 minus the trouble shit, Asuka has a chance to impact overseas. So let's hope she does really good for the WWE. But good stuff. I like this. Another good stuff happened with Apollo Crews and Tyler Breeze. They had a nice match. It was good for a mid-card match. They were telling the lower back story. What was with these injury stories tonight? It was like fucking annoying. But lower back injury for Apollo Crews, yet he powerbombed Tyler Breeze for the win. Whatever, okay. The strength of Crews, I guess. But good match. I felt Tyler Breeze, though, should have won this one. You know, Apollo Crews maybe going for the NXT title a little bit too soon. I mean, sure, certain occasions it's okay to kind of put the rocket ship on someone on NXT, but when you do it every time to these new flavor of the month talents, you know, it kind of buries the other talents that you are trying to build up. And I feel like Tyler Breeze is one of those talents that, you know, with the additions of Valor, Joe, Owens, Tommy, and now Apollo Crews, has just really fallen on the back burner, not only in NXT, but in WWE as a whole. He feels like the Randy Orton of NXT. You know, like Randy Orton, like minus the success. He doesn't have the success of Randy Orton, but he has like the same booking patterns. You know, like he's always there. He's a constant presence. You know, some people like his shtick, some people don't. Some people may find him completely boring. Other people find him completely entertaining. You know, he has a mixed fan base for sure, but he's just someone that just can't find his way. You know, minus the success of Randy Orton, he's like the Randy Orton of NXT. Should I be loving Tyler Breeze as much as I love Randy Orton? I don't fucking know. But I feel bad for Tyler Breeze. I felt he should have won this match here. You know, just kind of like make it where Apollo Crews doesn't look too unstoppable. Kind of give Apollo Crews some obstacles to overcome while he's on NXT at this moment in time. Because yes, he's undefeated. But how many times have we gone the undefeated streak route with a lot of people on NXT and you kind of given up on? See Baron Corbin, see Bull Corbin, Bull Dempsey. I call him Bull Corbin, that's stupid. But Bull Fit. Where was Bull Fit tonight? I needed to get in shape. But yeah, give Apollo Crews obstacles, because we know what happens when you don't give someone obstacles to overcome. I didn't raise this shirt just to show respect again. It was just send a fucking message. Because their name becomes John Cena if that happens. But solid match between them. The NXT Dusty Rhodes Classic Final. Gonna be honest here, I just wasn't digging it. I felt because like throughout the night, like after every match, Rich Brenner, I hate Rich Brenner, by the way. I hate this guy. Holy fucking this guy annoys the crap out of me. I don't know if it's the way that he botches almost every move he calls, but it's just, this guy is just so annoying. It doesn't help when you have Byron Saxton, who I don't know is a face or a heel, and Corey Graves, who I don't know is a face or a heel either. Like, this is such, what happened to Matt Bloom? Where's A-Rod? Where's Renee? I would rather deal with Renee going, whoa! Throughout all the matches, then he'll Rich Brenner botch shit and annoy me. I don't know, something about Rich Brenner I just don't like, but it annoyed me throughout the night. Oh, well, Finn Balor be ready for his match. We had NXT doctors checking out the knee of Balor. I don't know if he's going to be ready. Well, he better be ready for that match, Rich, because he's our NXT champion. You're right, Byron. That's what he does. He's our NXT champion, and he will go out there and fight. You gotta wonder, Samoa Joe looked concerned. Like, wow, so fucking annoying. Like, after every match, we gotta get a Balor update and stuff like that. If you're going to do this, you should have had it where Finn Balor doesn't come out until the very end and then picks up the win. LOL, Balor. Setting up like a heel turn or something. But no, instead, Balor comes out because he's a hard-fighting champion. He never gives up. Just throw that out there. Never gives up. Gets his ass beat the whole match. coup de grace for the win. LOL, Balor wins. Just saying, people. I don't know. The final match, just wasn't digging it. Just wasn't digging it. The story was fine in the match, but me personally, just wasn't digging it. Went long enough, had the right time. To me, had the right winners of the match, but I just personally did not dig it. That's just me. I just personally did not dig this match whatsoever. Afterwards, we get the heartfelt tribute for Dusty Rhodes. That was fucking cool, and that is why I'm Chase Rhodes tonight and not Chase Oliver. Good stuff, though, for the ending. And I'm kind of glad WWE didn't went too cute on us with some, like, heel turn BS from Joe or Balor or something like that. Because, like, at least, you know, just celebrate the moment. Let's keep it simple. Let's not try to make this moment bad. The fans don't want to see Baron Corbin and Rhyno hold that trophy. Let's just give the fans two guys that they like, and Joe and Balor holding that trophy and having a good time. You know, fine. Keep it simple. I'm cool with that. You know, even though I wanted like some sprinkles in there, just tiny sprinkles of maybe a Balor and Joe, you know, feud down the line, but maybe we'll get that after they fail to win the tag team titles or something. Who knows? Anyways, we move on to the match that was just pretty much heavily advertised for this match, for this event, I mean, and was pretty much the thing that like a lot of people wanted to see. And that was a 30-minute Iron Man match for the NXT Women's Championship. Challenger Sasha Banks taking on Bayley, the NXT Women's Champion. Now, this match was just pretty much the match that was hyped up for this show. Every other match and whatever. This was the match that everyone wanted to see. They actually main evented this show. It wasn't like what Triple H likes to say, we have a double main event tonight. No, this was the last fucking match on the card. Thank you. Thank you. I'm tired. You can fool idiots out there and saying that's the main event, but no, the main event is the last fucking match. And right there, Bayley and Sasha Banks got that opportunity, and boy, did they take the most of it. Now, I'll be honest here, I was coming into this match a little bit of a cynic, because I said it took so much for them just to get one pinfall for that title at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. Now you expect me to believe that they're going to have multiple falls in this match, because that's how WWE books their Iron Man matches, where they give people multiple falls to build a little bit more drama throughout the time so they can reset the story every 8 minutes. I was saying to myself, I'm kind of worried that WWE will freaking clusterfuck this match. And not only that, just make these women go too fast and make this match too action-packed to the point where fans don't get a break. But this just shows the brilliance of both of these women workers. This match showed how good Sasha Banks and Bayley are, and how they can make women's wrestling important again. Because these women knew how to work the fucking match. Start off the match. You know, crowd's already emotional. Dusty Rhodes being celebrated. Not only that, you know, they're all excited. They soak in the moment. Instead of going right away, like beating the fuck out of each other, they soak in that moment. Yeah, sure, they waste a minute on the clock, but they soak in the moment. Hearing "This is awesome" chants, Diva's main event, and all that other stuff. Women's wrestling, they're hearing all those chants, and they're soaking it in. And not only that, they're building up the anticipation for the first fall. Just taking their time, just doing reversal after reversal after reversal, and then afterwards doing pinfall after pinfall. Just taking time before you can do it. Just building up the match, calming the crowd down, so when the crowd does get to bigger spots, these guys will react. So when they get to the bigger spots, these women, the crowd will go fucking crazy for them. And they did an exactly good job with that. Sasha Banks just proved why she is one of the best today. She wants to be the female Eddie Guerrero. Well, Sasha Banks, Eddie Guerrero's up there in heaven smiling down on you, girl. What you did to Bayley's #1 fan. I gotta give you props there. That was amazing. Making that girl cry. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of sensitive fucks out there being like, oh, that's so mean. Well, good, because she's doing her job as a fucking heel, making that girl cry. Remember when Ted DiBiase kicked that ball from that kid dribbling it? Oh, that was great. She took the hair bow and she was all celebrating. Sasha Banks gets it. She is a great freaking performer, especially at the end. Because near the end where Bayley was working on the hand, and then you have it where Sasha Banks is doing the bank statement, she's not gripping on like most of the fucking idiots that I see tonight. Finn Balor, knee injury, let me do the coup de grace still. Never give up. freaking Sasha Banks is like, no, I'm selling this fucking shit. And she is showing the hand pain. I fucking love it. The pinfalls had no problem with them. You have it where Sasha Banks pokes the eye and gets a roll-up. Good heel tactic. You have it where Bayley hits a freaking Bayley-to-Bayley suplex from the top rope. Fine. I can believe Sasha Banks wouldn't kick out of that, especially in a long match like this. Then you have it where Sasha Banks throws Bayley through the steel taps like 4 times, and then afterwards throws her through the LED monitor. Yes, be smart, Sasha. Get the heel count-out win. That's fine. Build up that heel heat so when Bayley makes a comeback, the fans will be happy. The roll-ups, fine with that. I'm fine with the shocking roll-up from Bayley. And then the ending one where Bayley had her in that weird-ass submission, and Sasha just said, I give up. I was fine with it. That was great. And so pretty much, this match right here told a really good story. In-ring wise, for all you in-ring fans, this was great. I actually enjoyed this match. Do I think it's better than their Brooklyn match? Debatable. That's debatable, at least in my opinion. But this was a fucking great match to watch, and this was fun. A lot of good story elements, a lot of changing of the story in this match. I just thought this match was a really, really good match. And it's definitely up there for WWE's Match of the Year contenders for sure. You know, Sasha and Bayley are on there twice, and Brock Lesnar's on there 3 times. Shows who are the real money makers of the WWE. But besides that, afterwards, we get the nice little emotional thing. The whole roster's out there clapping. You know, I was expecting, you know, Triple H to somehow get his nose into this. I just knew it. You know, Triple H, he wants you to stroke his ego. So I thought when Bayley and Sasha were in the ring laying down, I was going to hear, it's all about the game! And then fucking Triple H was going to come out and raise them both up and, this is my creation, this is NXT. I was expecting Triple H to fucking glory hog this moment and make it about himself. But Triple H, for whatever reason, decided to be mature, which surprised the fuck out of me. Yeah, sure. He gave Sasha Banks some flowers and hugged her. Yeah, sure. He got into the middle of that ring. And he hugged Bayley and gave her some fucking flowers. But Triple H didn't make it about himself. And thank God he didn't. But I wish he did in some sense, just so I could laugh at it. Yeah, I have a sick humor when it comes to Triple H. His ego's fucking amazing. You gotta love it. But he made it about Bayley. He made it about Sasha. And it was just great to see. It was just great to see, like, the women finally get a moment, especially with the insulting shit that we see with the Divas Revolution. Like seriously. That insulting crap we see on television. Just see these 2 women go out there and just bust their ass off, putting on a fucking phenomenal match like that. It's just like, God, God. This is what women's wrestling should be. People can actually care about this shit if you just book it right. Just give it a story. But it's WWE's main writing team. It's just like, they don't know what the fuck that is. They think a story is like itching their ass, finding a piece of shit from that itch, and throwing it against the wall and hope it fucking sticks. I just wish WWE could do something with this creative team. Shit. But for the most part, phenomenal match. Match of the Year contender by Bayley and Sasha Banks. Overall, NXT TakeOver, respect. Was a respectable show. I will say the Tag Team Classic stuff was kind of bleh. They had 2 good singles matches, and they had a phenomenal main event. It was a respectable show. That's my grade for it. Respectable for respect. Anyways, guys, if you guys like me, hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Check out all the live content I have given to you guys these past days, such as the TNA pros and cons video, my live Q&A, and of course, my Bound for Glory review, Matt Hardy as champion. And he's no longer fucking champion. Oh, LOL TNA. Thank you all very much for watching this video. Comment down below. This is Chase Rhodes here. Enjoy your day. Hustle, loyalty, respect. Peace.